You have a lot of, your platform is primarily this, go back to the Constitution. Read the Constitution, stand by the Constitution.
Yes.
I know one of your issues, of course, is repudiate. Of course, that's refuse to pay, for those who don't understand, the unconstitutional debt that's not approved by voters.
Yeah, let me give you an example of this. Right now, you drive the highways of this state, and the closest thing I can think of when I drive around South Jersey, even to get here, where it took me an hour and 20 minutes to cover maybe the 37 miles from Summers Point to Millville. If I were in North Carolina, it would be a two-way highway all the way with very few traffic lights. But this drive reminds me, and not just here, but in other places, like driving through Mexico in the 1960s with potholes, dangerous curves. My God, I mean, where 47 meets 347. That's a death trap.
Yeah.
And really, I shudder to think. I bet we probably have more casualties there than perhaps in Afghanistan during certain during certain months. But why is that? It's because and it's not because there's not enough money. Every time you gas up your car, you pay 14.5 cents a gallon for a gasoline tax that is supposed to build new roads and repair old roads. But we find out that about 95% of every dollar you pay for the gasoline tax is going to pay off debt, Wall Street bonds, for money that was borrowed 20 years ago to do what? A lot of it was stuff that had nothing to do with highways, like that high-speed train line from Camden to Trenton. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Or the light rail along Bergen Line Avenue in wherever, Jersey City or wherever. And of course the Aces Casino train from New York, where it actually took you 45 minutes longer to take the train, the high-speed train, than to take the bus, right? But we borrowed money, we spent the money, and now we're paying back that money, but slight detail. Article 8, Section 2 of the New Jersey Constitution says the state cannot borrow money without a vote of the people. And how did they get around this loophole? The state created these artificial authorities: the Economic Development Authority, the Transportation Trust Fund, the Higher Education Facilities Authority. And they borrowed money, but there's a very interesting thing about it. If you listen to Steve Lonigan, he actually brought a lawsuit to stop it. And the Supreme Court said, no, we're not going to stop it because the state of New Jersey is not issuing the bonds, it's these authorities. And if you look at the front of those bonds, it says these bonds are not backed by the full faith and credit of the state of New Jersey. So at any time, the state has the legal authority to stop payment. And if I were governor, the first thing I would do is stop paying the unconstitutional debt and have 100 cents of every dollar go to fix up our roads and bridges now, and not a nickel to be used to pay for illegal debt.